Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. I am Mike, and today we are going to make a video about the Bitcoin halving cycle, what it is, why it is important, and what affects it. But before we get onto that, first let's define what Bitcoin is. For beginners and people who are new to crypto, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency. That means that there is no central authority. It operates on a peer-to-peer network. It was created in 2009 by an anonymous individual or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Now let's talk about the Bitcoin halving cycle. The Bitcoin network is designed to produce a finite number of Bitcoins. So there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin ever produced. This is because Bitcoin was designed to mimic the scarcity of gold, which also has a very limited supply. But unlike gold, which is mined by digging it up out of the ground, new Bitcoins are created through a process called mining that involves powerful computers to solve complex mathematical equations. And when a miner solves one of these equations, they are rewarded with a certain number of Bitcoin. As you can see from this graph, the total number of Bitcoins mined so far is approximately 19 million. So 19 million of the 21 million maximum supply of Bitcoin has been produced. Therefore, over the next 100 years, only 2 million Bitcoin are left to be mined. The number of Bitcoins that are awarded to miners for solving these equations, however, is reduced every 4 years in an event known as the Bitcoin halving. The first halving occurred in 2012, the second in 2016, the third in 2020, and the fourth and the next one to happen will be in 2024, in approximately 14 months, 12 months from when this video is made. The purpose of the halving is to control the rate at which new Bitcoins are created and released into circulation. When Bitcoin was first created, the reward was 50 Bitcoins. Then it dropped to 25, then 12.5, then 6.25, and then it will drop to 3.125 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. This is where it gets the name halving from, as the rewards to miners are halved each and every 4 years. This reduction in the number of new Bitcoins being released has a number of effects on the Bitcoin market. One effect is that it can increase the price of Bitcoin, as the reduced supply makes it more scarce and therefore potentially more valuable. As you can see from this graph, the blue area is what's called the bull market. This is a period of time which is roughly 18 to 24 months after the halving event, when the price of Bitcoin rises dramatically. This has happened on each and every halving that has occurred. However, it is important to note that the halving does not guarantee an increase in the price of Bitcoin. The value of Bitcoin is ultimately determined by market forces, and the halving is just one factor that can affect the price. We can see this in 2020 during the COVID crisis. The price of Bitcoin fell dramatically, and again in 2022 during the Ukrainian crisis it also fell, as Bitcoin is still seen as a high-risk asset. In conclusion, the Bitcoin halving is a regular event that occurs every 4 years and reduces the number of new Bitcoins being released into circulation. While it can have an impact on the price of Bitcoin, it is just one factor among many that determines the value of this digital currency. Thanks for listening to this video. If you'd like to hear more, please like and subscribe, as we make these explainer videos every few weeks. Thanks for listening.